crazy. Shannon, any problem with the final play call?
I don't, Skip. Cam had his third best passing day of his career. Skip, you always go back to talk about his first two games where he was over 400.
But it's the only 2 times in his career he set the bar so high.
And then last night.
Yeah, just remember, he opens up at Arizona. This is in 2011.
Right.
He's a raw rookie starting his first game, and he threw for 422.
Yeah.
And then he goes home and plays Aaron Rodgers and the Packers and throws for 432.
Yep.
And then one game passes, and he goes to Chicago and throws for his third most, 374.
Right.
And he almost had 400 last night. And we're in 2020. It's 9 years later.
Skip, I was not concerned about Cam. My only thing about Cam, and I think a lot of people concerned about Cam, is Cam healthy?
Yep.
Skip, you don't accidentally win the MVP. You have to be good for an extended period of time.
Sure you do.
To win the MVP.
Yeah.
And he won that award. So this notion like, oh, Cam, no, you don't accidentally win an award. We've seen guys, Skip, that have average careers, and then all of a sudden they get into the Super Bowl and they play an outstanding game. We saw Larry Brown do that. We saw Desmond Howard do that. Skip, we've seen guys have great moments. Sure. Deion Branch. Yep. But to win an MVP, that means you, over the course of a season, you've been exemplary. So we knew Cam had this, but is he healthy? Is that shoulder healthy? Is that foot healthy? And Skip, I think they should allow Cam to throw the ball even more earlier. It's like they got in these situations, they got behind, and they let him throw the football. Let him throw the ball earlier. Let him, they run the ball. I think the thing is on the last play, Skip, Cam had it's a design run, but if Cam would have just let his instinct and not go where they told him to run, he'd have bounced that ball and went outside. Because what the edge rusher does is what we call submarines. He goes up under the blocker. So once he goes up under the blocker, there's no contained outside. Skip, if you look at the tape, the outside is wide open. But Cam is designed to go off the tackle and in between that block.
By the way, that's the second string corner who was forced to play safety last night because
the guy got thrown out.
Yeah, Diggs got thrown out.
Right.
But it's Lano Hill who just he just submarined the fullback and got completely up under him and got an ankle.
Right. And so if Cam just veers outside, and if the play before, you remember, Skip, he went like he was going to block him. He slips, Cam throws him. I say, you know what? I can see them running that play again. Because they're going to think Cam's going to run this ball, because I knew Cam was going to have the ball. They were going to give him a run. I thought they would give him a run-pass option. But once that guy submarines and blows it up, Cam is dead to right, because Cam never looks outside. If you look the whole while, Skip, he's looking inside. He gets this thing, and he's looking inside. If he just takes one step, once that guy submarines his blocker, he walks in for a touchdown, and the ball game's over. But Cam showed a lot last night. The Patriots are not going to be no... The thing is, they're going to have to win a lot more games with offensively than defensively, Skip, because they're not the same defensive team as they were last year. They can be had because they don't have pass rushers that can consistently get to the quarterback, and that puts a lot of stress on your back end. And they're not nearly as good on the back end as they once were. So they're going to be in some dogfights. Cam is going to have to win more games. This likelihood of Coach Belichick's defense, they're going to have to win games by outscoring people. And Cam's going to have to be like Cam was last night. But that was an old fact. I don't know what it is about the Seattle and the Patriots when they get together, Skip. It's always fireworks. Somehow it comes down to the last play of the game. It happened in the Super Bowl. It happened when they went to New England. When Seattle went to New England, remember Gronk had the last play of the game against Cam Chancellor. And again last night, it comes down to the last play of the game.
Agreed. And before I launch on what I want to say about Cam, let me say yesterday for me was the greatest sports watching day of my life. And I've been doing this for a while, but it was start to finish great. It was Cowboys, Brady, and then again, I'm a big golf fan, so I got DeChambeau just revolutionizing the game of golf at Winged Foot, and the United States Open played in in September. It's like it doesn't work. And then here comes, wait a second, we got Lamar and Deshaun. And here comes LeBron against the Nuggets.
And then you have Mahomes almost catching the L against a rookie starting in his first game.
I didn't even mention Aaron Rodgers threw another big party on Detroit. Okay, well, I give you that. It's early, but he threw another one, although the other Aaron...
Don't do that, Skip. No, you had it right. You had it right.
And then we got this to cap it off. And to your point, every time they play, it's just like madness ensues at the end of the game. And it is so utterly captivating and watchable. as was Cam's whole performance. I got to tell you, I was shocked by it. What did we see in the opener against Miami at Foxborough? He threw only 4 balls that traveled more than 10 yards. It looked like it was run, or bust, right?
Yep.
It looked like they weren't going to let him throw.
Correct.
And all of a sudden, he throws for almost 400. I got to tell you, to my eye test, he threw it better last night than he did in any game in his MVP year.
He threw it. He was throwing it. He did.
He was just throwing missiles, and they were about 90% right on target.
Right, yeah.
Right? And there was one ball to Edelman that could have won the game, and it was just a touch high, just a touch. And Edelman's only about 5'11",
right.
so he couldn't get really up much higher than he got.
I think, and plus it had a little bit more zip than probably Edelman is used to, because Cam throws a tight ball, a nice tight spiral.
He does. Well, he's 6 feet 5 inches tall, and he's like 100-mile-an-hour fastball.
Right.
So the point was, he was throwing it like he threw it in the first 2 games of his career and the first month of his career. And then I'm not sure what happened from that first month. Somehow, I don't know if he started getting banged up, if his shoulder got banged up. I don't know. Right now, he appears 100% healthy.
He does.
Right?
Yes.
So he was hurting them with his legs because we'd seen him run that quarterback power twice before. He's unstoppable.
Right.
Once he gets ahead of steam, there's nobody who can stop him. It's LeBron-esque going to the basket where he's just too big and strong for anybody.
And they get him a lead blocker. And a lot of times it's the fullback.
Yep.
Last night it was a tight end. So now he has a lead blocker like he's an eye back, like he's a running back, Skip.
So they did get a break. First of all, there's no 12th man. There's nobody in the stands, so it's quiet. So if you're ever going to get Seattle in a night game up there, you could get them in this one because it was eerily silent in there. And then what happens right away? Russell Wilson throws it to our man Greg Olsen, and it goes right through his hands for a pick six. Well, you're off to the races.
Right.
So it felt like meant to be. And by the way, from that point on, Russell wouldn't go to him anymore.
Right.
He threw him one other ball, and it was there was a penalty on it.
And that was the thing, Skip. I'm watching the game. I'm watching the game. And I said, well, let me go click and see what's going on with, the Patriots in Seattle. And I'm like, 7-0? What happened?
What happened?
And
that happened.
That's exactly what I said. I said, oh, that happened.
So Cam also threw one that got pick six by Quentin Dunbar, and he had another one. They were lucky he threw one. It's 9:40 to go in the second quarter. I think we might have this. But this was the other. He made 2 bad throws that are just they're just bad ideas. There's another one. That's a pick six.
Yes.
Okay, so he got away.
You can't be late inside, Skip. No. See this? Look what it is.
Whoops.
You late.
Whoops. That was Brady-esque, right?
Yes.
Okay. So the point is, he got hotter and hotter as the game went on. And my only problem with the last play call was, I think they just wanted Cam to let instincts take over.
Right.
And he tried to be the Patriot way.
Right.
He tried to be a good soldier and run the quarterback power left the way it's designed.
Correct.
Which is you cut it right off.
Right up inside of the blocker.
Right up inside.
Right.
And he said, when he looked up on the Jumbotron or whatever and looked at it, he said, I was too patient. I tried to be patient and let my blockers set up.
Right.
Well, they were getting mauled at the point of attack because Seattle sniffed it and came with everything.
See, they sold the farm.
Yep.
They're like, Cam Newton is running this ball, and so let's get all of our 11. We're going to be in a confined space. And if they throw a pass, so be it.
They even seemed to know he favored going left.
Yes.
It seemed like the firepower was
well, and plus the back offset, 47, I forget his name. I don't know
the new fullback.
New fullback, Skip. So he's offset, so more times than not, the runner is going to follow the fullback.
Yep.
So when he's on that side, well, that's where he's going. And so, and like I said, I just think Cam, like you said, the Patriots way, the play calls for me to go up inside because they're going to kick out and I just get up inside. If he's just Cam Newton,